That part.
What's his last name? Hardwell.
Yeah.
I don't care what your name is.
That sound like it for real.
Sound about right.
That sound like me.
You ready? You sure? Okay. You ready?
Let's start this motherfucker, man. Come on now.
All In Show.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Dusty.
Yeah.
Legend, real quick, introduce yourself again.
Hey.
That was quick.
Let's get it.
See how that went?
Yeah, that was peaceful. We still anonymous.
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
Let's
make
get it.
sure. Okay.
Vanna Black
So
Deuce.
we see this Vanna Black ghost.
Vanna Black Deuce.
I was going to say ghost.
Deuce.
The deuce.
Dose.
She magic, bro.
Dos Amigos.
Man, what happened? What happened to Dos Amigos?
It's still there, ain't it?
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just two friends.
I'm going to go tomorrow.
It's still two of them.
It's still about Dos. Dos
Still
Amigos.
two friends. It ain't.
They stole that salt from Po' Boy.
Did they?
Yeah.
You snitching on the show?
Hey.
Shout out to the snitching. I ain't had to do it once today.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But I digress.
So we see you are an actress. But what other jobs do you have?
Notary.
Okay.
Do marketing. As a notary, do power of attorneys, housing and stuff like that. Like I said, life insurance. As I was speaking on, as a Black community, we need to really push getting life insurance for us, for our kids.
So you think that's something that should be taken more seriously in our community?
Very much so. I mean, I realize how people be like, oh no, they feel like it's like car insurance where it's something that you're never going to use. And I'd be like this, if you don't have nobody else in the world, if you don't care about your loved ones and stuff like that, then don't get it.
Right.
But if you want things to be easier on them and stuff like that, and you want them to be taken care of, get it.
Right.
Because you never know. And ladies, especially single mothers and stuff like that, get it on your kids. I'm tired of seeing all these GoFundMes and stuff like that out here when all you had to do, my grandmama had got the kids Gerber life insurance like 50 million years ago. Like, grandma, she was big, like every other month, because she always forgot their birthday. She was like, what's his birthday? So she could send it again and get to
How she said?
what's his birthday? She had a calendar. She put everybody's birthdays down on.
Yeah.
On channel 1 on during this.
No.
Okay.
So
She was watching Oprah there.
No, she was watching Gunsmoke and what you call it, then baby.
Okay.
Don't.
Well, I mean, you were jealous. I'm just trying to make
You
sure.
know what? Don't.
Awesome
That person,
bullshit.
don't get that. Don't go there.
I'm at work right now. I'm
That's
just
not what
handing
you
it
want
off
from me.
with
You
that
don't
weird
want
shoulder
that.
movement.
His hands like that, do whatever little move.
I said it a little weird. You little weird.
Here
Look.
I am trying to contain myself
God bless you. You doing real
and
good.
be a child of God.
You shouldn't have cussed at me.
I'm trying to be a child of God.
Ooh-wee.
I'm just trying to be a child.
You did
of
bring
God.
up
trying?
Granny. You did bring
I'm
up Granny,
trying.
the one that said that Oprah
But
was...
y'all don't even know how I
Granny
feel.
you did bring
You know
up.
people do that when you go like this.
Yeah.
Okay, this. Okay.
Why your neck snap up at me, though? That's when
That's that checkers jump.
Bro,
I'm trying to tell you, that double jump there.
Okay.
that's that mama move. You know what's finna come?
You know what's
She
finna-
warming up so she can get
Because
you.
I'm warning you. It's like this is the precision.
Mm.
And I do have children. So
Okay.
We gonna get to it. Shout out to the baby.
Shout out to the
shout
kids.
out.
We gonna get that to him.
shout out to the shorties.
So can you explain to our second year 13th graders? Because everybody not intelligent. Sometimes they fail the 13th grade. What is a notary?
A notary is the person who stamps and legalizes many documents.
Okay.
They are the person who confirms that the person who is signing it is not under stress and they are not being forced to sign this legal document. Like if grandma is getting ready to go into a nursing home and she needs someone to now take over the house and stuff like that, and she has to sign that paper. There are legal documents, you have to sign that over. I am the person who makes sure that Uncle Kenny is not taking advantage of grandma and making her sign this, that she knows what she is signing.
So you the make sure person.
Yeah, I'm the make sure person.
Yeah, I gotta make sure
that
shit's straight.
Yes, and as you, even at school, the leases and stuff like that, you kicking somebody out, it has to be legalized. I stamp it.
Right.
In immigration documents and stuff like that. I swear that Felipe showed me his his papers and stuff like that. I'm basically the verification between Felipe, Pedro.
Okay. Okay. He worked for Felipe Pedro.
For sure.
Or was that his middle name? You saw his ID as a notary.
Now, whatever he wants to go by. I don't judge. So, I'm the person.
Sometimes I think I just be missing it.
I am the go in between.
Okay.
Between.
My bad. Go ahead.
In legalese, I am the person who verifies.
I
represent the verification.
Okay.
I am the blue check mark for your Twitter.
Got it. Okay.
I verify.
How long have you been a notary?
Actually since 2021.
Okay.
Actually, I started doing it during COVID, and now I can do it online, so I don't have to be there in the courtroom and stuff like that. That's going across the board and stuff now, which is very convenient for people, to not have to be anywhere, and so it works a lot.
How does one become a notary?
Really, it varies by the state.
So, where's yours through?
Illinois and Indiana.
Big boy. Okay.
And thankfully,
I just got it through Illinois.
With both, I don't have to.
You got a notary too?
Yeah.
Do you?
I work for a bank.
You can do
Most people for a bank.
You can do Indiana too.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Which bank you work for?
I'm not gonna say that on the camera. That's the one thing we ain't snitching. Because then it connects me. But good try though.
Got it.
I'm Hollywood Harwell on this show.
Right, can't do that. I'm like, you can't do that.
My other person knew I am,
But really, after you fill out the paperwork here in Illinois, you pass the background check and you pay your fee. It's really nothing, As far as the RONs, now there's a class that we have to take, and it's just another $25, and then you also making sure you have your errors and omissions, insurance, and everything, and just depending on whether or not you're backed by a bank or a title company and stuff, or if you're like myself, and you freelance, I still have a couple of different banks and stuff that I do specifically, their stuff and everything as well, and tax people, because you have to stamp your tax documents. So I'm here for them as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey.
That sounds like a lot. Shit.
Yeah,
sound like you.
I'm telling you, especially like tax time is a great time for notaries as well, because you have so many people who go to different people to get their taxes done outside of the general H&R blocks and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And they need those things notarized.
Okay.
For sure.
So, yeah, we can do that as well.
All right. Shout out to those tax people.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
shout out to all of the tax people.
Word.
All of the business people, and quarterly, just everything. They're putting in bids for construction.
Right.
They have to get that notarized. Everything has to be stamped nowadays.
It's gotta be serious.
It does. Like I had to find one to actually notarize the stuff for my son's job for the bowling alley, because he works in the back, where they do all the technical stuff and everything, and there's a lot of liability and everything. So somebody had to notarize his paperwork so that he could work back there.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, all right then.
All right.
Okay.
So
Right on there, for sure.
What is something you think our generation should take more seriously?
Aside from life insurance,
Something else.
Our health. Definitely our health.
Okay.
We take for granted, all of the things that we are conditioned to eating and stuff like that, because we are surrounded by it so much. And, it's a lot of stuff that we eat. We don't even know why we eat it. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Like we just presume that that's the way it's supposed to be cooked.
Because that's the way.
Because that's the way we were raised on and stuff like that. Like I've learned whole new ways to cook sweet potatoes and stuff like that. Like I don't, like we raised on them as yams and, with all this other
butter
stuff.
And sugar.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like literally, guess what? It literally don't need.
We over there licking his lips.
But guess what? That sweet potato literally don't need nothing.
It don't. It's sweet by itself.
It's sweet by itself.
Yeah.
You can't add a little.
No, you don't. You don't have to. But guess what? If you tried it without it, you wouldn't miss it. You wouldn't know. You like. There's so many things that I had to recondition myself. Where what I'm saying, like I don't even. That's not even in my vocabulary. Like I go to the store and like I literally don't even see them anymore. And I'm thankful for that, because
What got you to that point?
So many people dying. What I'm saying, like and the stuff that they died from. Like I tell everybody, Harold's chicken killed my daddy, because like it's just so much stuff that like and because I'm like he was so young, and we don't realize what we're doing.
It's hard to get people to understand.
Vessel. Like
taking in all that oil that it doesn't go anywhere. It just
doesn't go. It doesn't go anywhere.
Hard
like
for it to break down.
We just are. I think we have really taken our bodies for granted. We just always think it's going to be there. We always think we're going to feel fine, especially if we're young. Yeah. We just think that that's just how it is, and you just really don't realize what you are doing to yourself.
That's true.
So I just want people to just drink water, spring water, not purified. It's bad for your teeth. You know, okay. You know, I really impress upon people to, you know, flush themselves and stuff like that. Pay attention. Don't if you don't have to eat out, don't process foods and stuff like that. You know, like it's cheaper to eat at home anyway. You know, really just, you know, and if you can get your kids off of school foods and stuff like that. I realized during COVID that they definitely pushed picking up those meals, and with those meals they pushed a lot of dairy. They pushed all those milks and stuff like that on there, like, and people don't realize all the hormones that are in there. Like, they were like, well, this one lady was like, my kid, she don't drink, she don't do it, she don't eat the school food, but she drink the milk. I said, boom, therein lies your issue. I said, that's the one thing that she shouldn't have, because it literally, and we don't read our carton. Like, they literally put things on the carton. Like, they literally tell you what they're doing, and they literally tell you that these have growth hormones and stuff like that. And we are the only species that, you know what I'm saying, digest things off of someone else, off of their babies and stuff like that. And we're not designed to do that. So I definitely push that. I definitely push, you know, and it, you know, mucus. It just, it's a whole thing. Yeah, you know, and I'm telling y'all, and mullein leaf gets rid of it, but it's nasty. So, you know, if you don't want to have to go through that, like, just cut it out if you can. That's all I tell people. Just cut it out as much as you can.
What you got, bro?
As far as what?
Something serious. Something
we should take more serious.
Yeah, something more serious. Thank you.
You know what, bro? I've been since I've been back from out of Facebook jail. Shout out, I'm out.
We got a thing going, but we're gonna talk about that in a minute.
I'm out. But the whole the man versus woman stuff, bro. That shit getting old, bro.
It's getting played out.
Like
50%, 100%.
So the fuck what?
Let people live their life.
Their bills getting paid. So what, bro?
For the relationship.
I mean, just
in general. It's just everything is a debate. Like, it's a verse thing.
Like, even if it's a conversation we don't agree with, we shouldn't have to banner every day. Motherfuckers wake up 7 a.m.
Who eats first?
Do
you serve your man plate first, or the kids plate?
Thing. And it's like, being out 30 days, you get to watch.
Right.
So I can't interact. But it's like, man, it's all that shit. And it's like, bro, that shit's serious. But we really need each other for real. And I think we need to start pushing that more rather than this bullshit. So, yeah, that, bro. Because it's crazy how people knock the other gender, but then be in each other's inbox.
Bro.
Be linking up. Kicking it.
Be the going at it.
Be the total opposite on Facebook, bro.
Be going at it.
We got to cut that out, man. It's about love. 2023, y'all on love, man. Y'all finna have some kids.
Just be.
Courtesy of Broke Dusty.
Oh, you gonna be the baby daddy?
No.
Oh.
I'm just
you
pushing.
The prayer maker.
Yeah, I'm the prayer maker. I'm the notary. I'm the middle man. I'm just signing it. I'm signing on.
Ooh,
yeah, all
y'all be an explanation. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with
you.
Said,
I love it. Yeah.
All y'all out there.
Everybody. Everybody. Kids come in some type of way.
Except for me. I appreciate it.
Hey, man.
That's
it, brother. What about you, little nigga?
Me, something serious?
Yeah.
I really don't have nothing.
Man, it's something.
You want me to think of something serious real quick?
Think of something. Let's get it.
Man, the exposure that we allow to happen to these children, too much adultism is being exposed to children way too much, way too early. I'm not one. I can't tell you how to raise your children, right? Everybody's different. I don't have children, right?
Yeah.
But I sit and watch, and I get the little, you know how I say people you may know on Facebook or even on Instagram to come across, and it's a 10-year-old, somebody's 10-year-old child. Why does your 10-year-old child have the ability to access somebody like me? At 10. I get, you know, they have things that you can use. There's kid Facebook, I think, where they can do a setup where everybody you add they can talk to, but other than that they can't. There's YouTube Kids.
All of those are cop outs. That's the thing. All of those are cop outs. The ratings are cop outs because it's telling you, well, we told you this was adult, and so it's up to you. And if you didn't block your child from watching this,
right,
it's your fault. Your child watched what I put up here. And you're saying, but why did you put it up here? So that way everybody is pointing the finger at everybody and stuff like that. And it's really an access and what we have just allowed as a society, period. You know what I'm saying? To come up. You know, like we can, it's out there. But the thing is, it's always been out
scary.
there.
I salute y'all.
It has been. And so it's one of those things where you have to really be real. It's forcing us to be over here more real with our kids and stuff, because we have to remember that what we experience here in America and stuff is like not what everybody does everywhere else.
Right.
You know, we be thinking like that's just what's happening everywhere else, and it's not. You know, the stuff that we see and it's acceptable here and stuff like that, they don't allow at all. They don't allow them to see at all. Like that, like you're not finna get it there. Like
you don't even have access
like
to
you don't even have access to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we literally allow it here. And then like we have always been a nation of doing something and hiding our hand. You know, like we all the time. That's just what America does. And so we have to now be conscious of it, and you literally can only protect your own because that's what's happening.
Well,
here.
sex isn't pushed so hard around the rest of the world.
It's not.
We are over sexualized here in America. Look at TikTok. And your child has access to that. You let them get a TikTok because you're like, oh, it's innocent. My kid just posted a couple little
TikTok
videos.
Ain't even run by America.
But then you turn around and that's what they have access to.
Yeah.
It's a lot of those, you give your child a phone
and they don't block it. They don't do nothing when they give it to them. They just give it to them.
Yeah.
I mean, to your point, though, as a parent, though, you can only control so much. But, the more I think you stay on your kids, the more they learn, too.
Yeah.
Mine tell me all the time, yeah, Dad, whenever I see something crazy, I block it. So, right now, they at that age where they at least hear me talking or hear, us co-parenting talking. So, that's all you really can do, bro. Because, like I said, it's out there.
You can't stop it.
Yeah, and
once you give them the phone,
it's over.
You give them the laptop,
and it's not, and you don't even have to give it to them because they're gonna go to school. They're gonna go to somebody else's house. They're gonna hear about it, and it's literally you sitting at the gas pump, and it's this whole screen that you know what I'm saying. Like there's stuff you're gonna see it everywhere, and so I think it's forcing us to really be parents. Is the thing. It's forcing
too.
Yeah, that and COVID, like it's forcing you to be real with them.
Right.
And that's why like I've always been a different type of parent with my kids, because I realized after moving out of Idaho and moving out of Kankakee and stuff like that, the different things that I didn't know, that I wasn't exposed to, that nobody had addressed to me. And I was, and it's a whole culture shock that I didn't want for them, and so I always made it a point to always be honest with them about everything. And we talk about all sorts of stuff, whether I want to or they want to. Like sometimes it gets weird. I'm like, oh.
But it's got to be talked about.
Yeah, but it's got to be talked about.
Because if you don't talk to them and influence them, somebody else will.
Somebody else will. And I tell them, I said, honey, even when it feels like I am fussing at you and telling you something crap, I said, trust me, this is the nicest you're going to get it. This is the nicest you're going to get it, because the world ain't going to give it to you nice at all.
Yeah.
So, you have to, especially with boys and stuff like that. Like, we talk about girls, condoms, like, we talk about everything.
That's what's up.
And it's, bro, we have to talk about how to act, how to behave, and how they feel about that. And, you don't want anybody to not be themselves and stuff, but you want them to be safe. And, kids and family, people don't realize, like, I'm like, well, you are literally out there driving around with my heart on your sleeve, sir.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you don't realize, like, Kamari got shot year before last.
Yeah.
In Bradley.
Man,
Coming out of the party in Bradley. Got shot in the leg. And my baby played basketball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he balls. That's all he do. And like I had literally talked to him like an hour beforehand, and he was like, "Mom, I'm finna go to this party with TD and stuff real quick." And I'm like, "Okay." And next thing I know, I'm getting a call from these people on Facebook. The nurse, they let him use the phone because he lost his running, and like my baby in Loyola. Like you could have been calling me, telling me something else happened. You know what I'm saying? I was like I have never been so freaked, and like that was like like that happen to other people on TV and stuff like that. You know,
that don't happen. Right, that don't happen to us.
Like,
right.
You know, it's like
right.
What? Like you know, like that. Like I gotta go do what?
Man.
Did he recover? Okay.
Yeah, but like it took a minute because in that moment, I'm like, you shot my back. Like what?
That's crazy.
He got what? Like with a real gun? Like it went
bullet wound.
Like it tore through both of his arteries in his leg. So he had to have a wound back on for like 6 months. They had to they ripped my baby's skin off of his leg twice a week, so they could do his bandages and stuff because it had to be on both sides because it went through both sides. Like he screamed so bad, like it was horrible. And then
I almost screamed.
They telling you like twice a week the man would come in and it was like. He was dope. Like I tried to dope him up a couple hours beforehand and stuff, try to get him, ease him into it. But there's no way you can prepare for that. Like
you ain't lying. There's some pains.
There was just no way you could prepare for that at all.
There's some pains you can't stop
at all. And I was just like,
Well, good to hear that he recovered.
You hear me? Now he back. So when you see my baby doing his little TikTok dance and stuff looking crazy, I just be laughing. I be like, 'cause you know what? He couldn't walk.
Right.
And he, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't think he was gonna make it. So whatever he chooses to do, I be like, baby, live your best life. He down in Champagne at his little YouTube channel. He be doing his all his little parties and stuff. Yeah. So you know, shout out Camo out there down in Champagne. You know, doing his thing, all his little footworks.
Right.
These kids be. That stuff looks so retarded to me. This one little thing, this little boy just be. It's just so stupid.
Oh, huh?
That's what man.
Yeah, you see it like an old ass. Did you actually see it? Her eyes squish like old ladies do.
It sound like an old lady, man.
I can't stand these little dances to the kids. I be like, is that the whole song?
Yeah.
That's it? It's like,
yeah, you done crossed over.
You a grandma now.
I don't care what you call it.
Crossed over.
I don't care
You
what
made
call
the
it.
face. You was like,
I don't care what you.
That is crazy.
It disturbed my soul. I be like, what is
when you get the they get them Chinese eyes, they pull their whole head back to
that crap? Oh, what is this?
what's that boom clap?
It's like little who?
Yeah, you're ready for sure.
Speaking of serious,
Yo.
speaking of serious, you are engaged. Congratulations! Yeah.
Yeah.
How did y'all meet?
Okay.
We on the set of Batwoman.
A Batwoman.
Batwoman. Okay.
Yep, February 23rd, 2020, right before the world shut down.
Yeah.
And you just knew he was the one.
I did not. I thought he was crazy. I thought he was a creep at first, and then he grew on me. He grew on me beautifully throughout the night and everything, and throughout that month, and and we ended up.
He serenaded you.
No, he didn't.
The creep serenaded you?
No, he did. He grew on me.
Okay.
He grew on you like a wart.
Shout out to Mr. Creep.
Shout out to the guy who grew on her.
For sure.
Like a skin tag. I don't know.
Yeah. That's crazy, but that's what's up. Good to hear for sure.
I guess it's better than a tick, my guy.
Yeah. Coveted together, and we went on trips.
Coveted together.
We got coveted together, and that's a test tag for everybody because literally,
yeah,
him and my kids were the only people I saw from good time.
Shout out to Catwoman. Batwoman. Shout out to Batwoman. You played matchmaker.
Yeah, I did.
Matchmaker. Didn't even know. Couldn't get out.
Here we is, and he's a Leo as well, so that was the whole thing. Okay. I had never been to that. You have no idea. It is literally mystical. Never done. I thought I got up early in the morning and got on people's nerves. He gets up an hour earlier than that.
You got to prepare to work your nerves.
I feel like, wow.
Ain't that his job?
And you hear me? And he take it serious.
Okay.
Congratulations to y'all.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, he's great.
For sure.
He's great.
So you told me a little bit before that there was a slight age difference as well, correct?
Yeah, there's a 13-year gap there.
Okay.
13-year gap. Okay. Yeah.
So is there ever a miscommunication or
often
because of the different generations?
Yeah, I would use like Martin references and stuff like that, and he'd be like, "What is you?"
No, Martin.
He older than you,
No. Like, cause he was in the military and stuff like that, so he was, like doing other stuff.
And we didn't know that.
Is what he say.
Now.
He's like, I was out being grown, whatever. And I was
real grown.
Yeah, and I was at the house watching Martin.
Whole grown plus.
Yeah, grown pluses and stuff, and I just, so he don't be getting up, when I be like, my mama biscuits and stuff. I be like,
he don't even know. You gotta teach him. You
He
gotta
should be looking. Y'all want to watch Martin together now? Because that's got to.
We do.
He got to be dying.
Miss Lion King, everything. I was like, you need to
Miss
watch.
Lion King?
trash,
Whoa.
He don't have no
Whoa,
Disney
we
references.
will not
He
slander
don't
Lion
have no
King.
Disney
I
references.
throw all these questions
nothing.
away.
He don't have
Nah,
nothing.
Lion King.
Trash.
First of all,
It must
Mufasa.
be great.
Trash.
First of all,
Say it again. Say it again.
Mufasa.
Got caught lacking.
Say it
You get
again.
caught
Say it
lacking.
Wait a
again.
like
minute.
that.
Akuna Matata. What you
Man,
mean?
Bro.
Got caught lacking, bro.
Bro,
Wait a minute.
you tweaking.
Lacking. Badass daddy left your kids running out all in the goddamn jungle. They get caught up on. They
Which
get
is
ran
true.
up. They get ran.
However-
Now hold on.
He
They got
was
some-
being watched. The
he got some
babysitter was a
hyenas.
bad
Got some
babysitter.
hyenas chasing
Hey.
the
This is
damn
adventure
kids.
babysitter
Pinned
lady.
you
Found
again.
out it was his brother. Go try to run up on his brother and
Ran up on his uncle and smacked him up.
They got caught up. Now I ain't talking about Simba.
First of
I'm
all,
talking about Mufasa.
Mufasa got
was
tricked.
banging it. I don't hear it anyway.
Mufasa got
He
tricked.
got caught lacking.
Okay.
We don't go to the Badlands.
It don't
son.
matter.
So why he
We'll
go?
'Cause he was a bad
Why he go?
kid.
His son. You ain't
No,
gonna know
why-
where your mama
why-
told you not to
why
go.
Mufasa-
Your mama
Why
said don't
Mufasa
leave
go-
the yard.
Because
Did you leave the yard?
over there, 'cause he
Mufasa had to go get his son. That's what happened.
What happened?
He got caught in a stampede and his son.
He didn't go where he really. Everybody else wasn't
So then
supposed to be
your
able to
son
go where the
say
light
with
didn't
a-
touch,
a
but he
pig
didn't supposed to be going
man.
where.
Yeah, Akuna
First of all,
I don't know what
Warthog.
Timon is. What is it?
Warthog.
A warthog and a what
If I
else?
was a-
What is Timon?
He was a
A something. You were a warthog
It
and
means
a something singing.
no
I
worries.
can't remember, but it don't matter.
For the rest of your days.
Okay.
It's our problem
Free
free.
philosophy.
Akuna.
That shit so trash.
That job was cold.
Hey,
I can't hit that though. It's too high.
Anybody got
Tried
time?
though. You see me?
You know what?
Come out.
Like I said, you one of them. You don't have no
You
childhood
tweaking,
either. You
bro.
know what I'm saying? So me and my kids,
He
be
said, "Thank you." Ooh, she
shit
showed
trash,
it. You got showed it on your own show.
kids be talking about.
Cool.
We be talking about Mulan
That's
and
that
stuff.
grandma move.
can't
Grandma
wait.
is
That grandmama,
It's
grandmama.
coming out.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I told
Pretty
you.
soon she gonna turn on that Oprah.
told you, I'm
Make
grown
Lisa
now.
Scout.
Okay, I keep water by my
Gonna
bed.
be an actor.
I'm grown.
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 She a whole grown now.
Hey.
But you don't like that new music,
Alderman.
No.
Why you don't like that? I want you to be sheriff. Nah.
Cause they don't be talking about nothing, and they say the same thing over and over again. Like I don't know that.
You don't like no new music.
Sound a little biased.
I mean, I like
Come
new.
on.
I like new music by old people.
Sound a little biased.
So you don't like any new music by new people. You ever heard Lucky Day?
Cause when they said that during our time, we used to be
Ooh,
like,
I
no,
gotta
they
see you
gotta
some
listen
R&B,
to
huh?
it.
Okay, I'm gonna help
You
you.
are you not talking about Every Sunshine? No, Lucky Day.
Lucky
I don't know
Day.
what
He's an
you're
R&B
talking
What you
artist.
talking about,
about.
bro?
No,
I'm gonna have to send you some people.
Cause like I said, I like who I like. I listen
like
to
it.
my people. When things make me frown, I press the button.
You hear the same
That's
song
the-
you done heard most of your life.
Hey, they say
But I will play those as well. I do, but I slide in some of them because I feel like the music is for my entertainment. It's supposed to make me feel good. I don't have to listen to nothing new if that's not what I want to do.
you sound like my auntie when
Like,
I asked
I'm
her,
like,
can we
why do
turn
I
the
have-
power
Right,
93?
don't nobody
Like,
none of that shit.
Get what I do. I like it.
I'm messing
And
with
first of all, I do. I like it. And
How or what?
oh my god.
How or what? A nut?
We have to all that shit. Don't care about none of that shit. You should just asking questions.
You sound like my auntie still going off because B103 ain't on the
I'm
animal.
like, well, that shit.
Message. I'm gonna send you some new artists.
Yeah.
Listen,
Next
I listen
question.
to new people
They say in every serious relationship,
every
Yes.
once in a while.
there's a lucky one. Which one y'all are lucky?
Both of us, actually. I think both of us.
That's the that's the
Because
politically correct. We supposed to.
That's the best answer.
We
shit.
both. I mean, I can't just be like, oh, I'm the lucky one.
So from your perspective, because you can't speak from his. From your perspective,
he's
it's both of
great.
y'all.
Oh, yeah, I mean, but you know, I mean, I feel like I'm lucky.
Okay.
I do because I know what he has to deal with. Bless his ministry, you know.
Mm-hmm.
it definitely takes him to deal with my soul, you know.
God bless him, because you definitely listen to no new music.
I know. Well, hey, you don't know what he listened to, okay?
And
you don't.
that
You don't have to
TikTok
deal with what I got to deal with, okay? Because this man listens to Van Halen.
I'm down.
And everybody old. We be at these house music things. I don't know none of these people.
So you don't like
I don't
old
know none of
music
these
or
things.
new music?
It's loud. It hurt my ears. And he be like, well, how you grew up in the church and you don't like loud stuff? That don't mean I
He
like
got
loud
a point.
things. And how you grew up up in the country, you'll like dirt. Just because I grew up in the country does not mean I'm dirty.
I don't have dirt. I don't got sand.
Well,
I was gonna get hit.
what type of...
My people,
See,
shout out to my people.
That's why I don't invite food with y'all.
I don't have sand.
I don't got
Hopkins was
you know
really
what?
saying.
You about to make me listen. Hey,
Wait, that wasn't even.
how do you know?
Cause I got people from Auto.
Who?
You know my Perkins.
Who?
You know my Perkins. Everybody know my Perkins.
Yeah, I know Miss Perkins.
My Perkins. That's my people. Yeah, I've been out there a lot of times.
You been where? Down her house? You been down Center Road?
Yes.
And you don't see no dirt down Center Road.
It was Sandy.
It was. But man, if you don't shut the hell up.
She bought a fist up.
If you don't shut
I almost got beat up on my own
If
show.
you don't shut up talking
This
to
the only
me,
show.
Some
you know,
Patty gotta come out again.
You know, I have time
I
for
can't
this.
talk to her. I got the questions. I can't talk to her.
You know, you need to make sure that they got a disclaimer on here that the things that you say is not factual.
Ooh.
Cause
You know I put that.
We here at all this show do not agree with Ryan saying that it's
that's
Sandy
all
out
I'm
there.
saying. Okay, these are the expressed views of Ryan Harwell.
It's a hybrid. We'll
Okay.
call it a hybrid. We call it a hybrid. No, she go. So what's the difference between the music you was raised on and the music now? Since you don't want me to talk about
The beats.
Honestly, when they had
I'ma
the
say
cross,
lyrical
when they had the
content
cross,
myself.
the content, when they had the crossover, especially like female rappers and stuff like that, the stuff they talk about, you know, like it really has changed a lot from being more about us and promoting Black people in our culture and stuff like that and what we doing into, you know what I'm saying, your BBL, your titties and you know what I'm saying, and your cash and shoot this person that and it's crazy because the ones who kind of transitioned it into that are the ones who are trying to speak out against it now because it is hitting them so hard, like the TIs and stuff of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is what you gave them. Like you're part of the class that split us from our, you know what I'm saying, our talibs and you know what I'm saying, our, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that to going into the shoot 'em up rap and to making this
trap music.
Making it trap music and really glorifying it, you know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately that's also too when we had the videos. And so that's and we are the type of people, we're going by what we see. We don't know that that's glamour, that you rented that car, that you know what I'm saying, that that's not your life.
Right.
You know
I'm
what
12 years old watching
you know what I'm saying?
this.
12
Right.
and you are doing what your execs told you to do in your video. Like they gave you the script, like this is the scene and this is what you're doing. And that people don't realize, like they gave them a scene to do and they are actors as well and they acted out their script. You did like what you saw is not real life, but unfortunately to the world it was.
Right.
And so now you got all of these kids and that's what it is now, and that's also the artists that you have now too, you know, like that's what they're trying to do, like that, because like I said,
to the next level.
because I saw this one little, he had to be probably like 6. That's why I was like, little who? Because it was something Kamara had playing, and I was like, well, this little boy has got to be like 6 or 7 years old, and his song was like, I hate my mom and hate my daddy, something like, it was like a little black boy, and I was like, you gotta be like, first of all, where's the belts? What is going on here? Like,
who is his parents?
They
She been trying to say that the whole time.
probably wrote
Who
the
is his
lyrics.
parents?
no, it's bad. I have a bad uncle.
Children rough.
That's why you can't let you gotta be careful letting your siblings watch your kids, because now they be having a whole show. You be like, you wonder why they don't mind watching Lil Baby Mate, cause they got all the followers off his little tail. That's why, like. Literally, like this, it's a whole thing now. Cause I mean, and I was watching, but he was, it like what he was saying was so. It was just like, really?
Yeah.
That's and then somebody else's response is, well, you ain't gotta let them watch it. You can turn the TV. You know what I'm saying? You can block. Okay, but why is this okay? Why are you allowing Why are you watching this? Because somebody else found, and then you sharing it and everything else, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. I'm like, so that's all they want, whether it's good or bad, it's still publicity.
And in this society, publicity is publicity.
It doesn't say good or bad. They don't care, because if you didn't like it, you shared it. You didn't share it, you commented it. You did something. So I tell people, I'm like, when it comes to stuff like that, I be like, your best way to combat it is don't just look at it and let it roll.
Right.
Like, don't like it, don't share it, don't be like, don't even put it in, don't swoop it into somebody's inbox because that's giving them a share and stuff as well. Like, you be like, well, I just shared it to I just sent it to such and such in their messenger.
Right.
That they getting paid off of that as well.
Right.
Like, don't do nothing with it. Like, literally just be like, just know that that's what's out there and let it roll. Like, the internet is really our worst tool and stuff now. How we,
it's a gift and a curse. For sure.
It really is, because we don't know how to act with it.
So I want to ask you some controversial questions. What do you think about our black heroes and our legends being jailed and accused of so many negative things later on in their lives and or careers? Things that happened early and then now they're getting reprimanded from them.
I think it's because it's when it's no longer beneficial. Okay. It's also when you decide to do other things, because sometimes we only see what they're being accused of, and we realize that we haven't even, before Bill got in trouble for that, who was paying attention to what Bill was doing? Who was paying attention to what he was? Who was trying to buy? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And so nobody paid attention to that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what led up to that. You know what I'm saying? In my part, because it was all fine and dandy before that. You know, when you were just doing some speakers here, when you were just syndicated here and stuff like that, but when you actually tried to have a foot in the game for real, and you tried to really have a vantage point for us, then oh no, we got to shut him down. Right. You know, then we're gonna bring up stuff that we know that we could have been there talked about that 50 million years ago. Right. You know, if that was a problem for you, they didn't just pop up. You already knew about these things.
So do y'all think if he wanted to try to buy that just never came up?
Never came up.
I can't speak on it because I ain't done enough research.
I personally feel like it would have been one of those things. If he hadn't tried, if he, as long as he stayed in his place, whether it had been that or something else, as long as he stayed in his place, they wouldn't have said anything about any of his transgressions.
My only question to that whole Bill thing is, and some of the things that I've heard, you know, watching news and all the type of media outlets for it, there were other people who were accused to be around and a part of these things, other big names, and none of them were prosecuted or brought after.
Nope.
With these same people.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with Bill.
Yeah, but that's what I was just getting ready to say, because there's a lot of different,
just
like with the Kyrie thing, like there are a lot of different players and stuff who have done things and stuff like that, but you don't even hear about the things that they've done, the girls that they got accused of rapes and stuff like that, because why? Because they play their part, they keep their mouths shut and stuff like that, so none of their things come out.
The most controversial, I can't talk today, of all is R. Kelly. What you think?
Free R. Kelly.
You say free R. Kelly?
Hey, I'll bump R. Kelly all day, 12 play. And that fact, shoot, I plays all of the aura. Okay. I plays all of the aura because, again, that's one of those things where I feel that you knew. And that man is an artist. You have to really actually look at who R. Kelly is. People be like, oh, well, he's a singer, he did it. Okay, but look at R. Kelly as a person. Is he smart? Is he educated? Like, really look at this man. Like, really listen to him. Like, really look at him and pay attention to who he is and who was he surrounded by. Okay, so why you not prosecuting these other people? Because he didn't bring them girls there. He didn't, like, he might have been sitting outside of here, but guess what? When you got money, you gonna say is go get me a girl.
Who was the one fucking on him?
Who brought him?
Who was fucking him?
He was.
Okay then. Yes. That's why.
And you know what? And everybody most of them females benefited until they didn't. And it was fine until it was.
Nothing to do with it.
It didn't.
If they was all in the room getting some too, then they'd be
And you know what? They probably was. Because guess what?
Who got caught?
He could get all of them.
Who got caught?
It ain't that much dicking in the world.
Man, obviously it was.
All this show got live.
Guess what?
I'm saying
bogus. And what I'm saying is,
for your platform, your position, why is you going after that, bro?
No, when you have security, when you have your managers and all those people, guess what? When they bring you 10 girls, you probably sleeping with 5. You know who's sleeping with the other ones? your manager, your security guards.
And all them five, where your ID
Get what?
at?
But guess what?
Let me check
and
this
get
out.
what?
And if
No.
you look too young,
None
where
of them
your
care.
mom at?
None of them care.
Who are your people?
Get what?
Who your people?
Get what?
You look like
You know what mama at?
you look
Mama
like
right
such
on
and
the other
such.
side of the door, more than likely saying,
bring your
and
mama
tell
in
him-
here then.
And he said, your mama too old.
Well, I just want
Your
to
mama
get nothing
busted
that
and
night
disgusted.
then. If she looking young,
Right.
that's the
Hey,
cue for
hey.
like.
What? And that's what
People,
I'm saying is
what I'm saying, people overlook all
both
that.
sides. What I'm saying
They be
is
having
it's-
all these
it's-
reasonings.
No,
and
what I'm saying is it's all sides. I'm saying what I'm
How?
saying is blame everybody.
How?
Blame
How
everybody.
Blame everybody when he was having sex.
Blame
with him?
everybody.
How?
So
What?
Blame everybody.
I'm gonna speak my piece.
Blame
I'm
everybody.
gonna ask you, then we're gonna move on.
Yeah, blame everybody.
I'm gonna say it, but I take yours further. So I agree with blame everybody, get everybody.
That's crazy.
I believe
but
blame
R.
everybody.
Kelly is the kingpin
That's the
culprit of it
kingpin.
because it all flows through him. I don't judge anyone who listens to R. Kelly music because we all have our own lives to live. That could have been any one of my nieces. That could have been any one of my nephews because there are rumors of him with boys
Hey,
too.
I'm telling
And
you.
also it could have been one of my mother or my aunts. So I say that to say out of respect and my love for them,
Yeah.
I can't play the music. I miss TP2. I miss 12 Play. I miss the best of both worlds. There's a few R&B
I'll
albums.
play them for you.
Well, I appreciate it. But I just can't do it because in my mind, I can't support it.
In your mind, what's happening when you play it?
In my mind, I'm not going to support a man who was doing things to those children.
If I already bought this CD 20 years ago, how am I supporting
So
it?
I
Is he
stream-
still getting money?
I stream all of
I
my
could
music
say he
online.
was. Oh, well, guess what? I happen to have bought a little thing that I plug into my car, and I got DVD.
I don't think you're wrong for listening to R. Kelly. Play it.
I got CDs, baby.
Play it.
I
know
do
that.
because I don't like commercials. That's my problem.
That's why I pay for my
I ain't
Spotify.
paying,
I
I'm
don't
not
get no
paying,
commercials.
I'm not paying for Spotify.
R. Kelly, you playing them?
Absolutely.
Okay. So two yeses and
And
two
that's
no's.
crazy that it's the women.
That's I was
not
just
the
about
men.
to say that. It's crazy how many women defending Buddy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's usually what
But
it
you
is
know
too.
why?
Crazy.
But you know why? Because
don't
we know.
get it, bro.
Well, you know why? Because
Man,
so
for
many
the life
things.
of me, I don't
Honestly,
understand.
because there are so many situations that men feel that they have control of that they don't. That we realize that you thought you had control and we really did.
So defend R. Kelly?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying defend R. Kelly.
Uh-huh.
But what I'm saying is, like I said, a lot of times when you think somebody's getting taken advantage of, they aren't. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of times when you think somebody's getting taken advantage of, they aren't. Sometimes they are, and sometimes they aren't.
As a grown man, bro,
As
you know a
grown
little
man,
girl when you see one.
He do.
I don't care what you talking about,
That
bro.
got to do with the music.
What they got? That's all I want to know. What they got to do with the music?
I don't understand how you can support that, y'all ladies. I don't get it, bro. I don't understand it. That
Well,
the whole
I guess that's because
the whole
I'm not
freaking-
asking him
the whole
to be.
freaking a little
I'm
girl.
not
This is
asking
one
him to
time.
be a role
This is
model
one time
for
me.
me.
You are 100%
Yeah,
on the
I'm
same
not asking
page.
you
Like fuck his music.
But
He's fucking messing with little girls. What you mean?
That ain't got nothing to do with
Man, that's crazy.
So my question to you is this:
Bro.
then you
That's
can listen to the song "Come to Daddy."
That's crazy.
I ain't never heard it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't understand.
Go listen to the song "Come to Daddy," and y'all will be like, "Oh crap, he really was messing with the kid."
I ain't never heard that.
Age ain't nothing but a number written by R. Kelly.
grown women out here calling a grown husband's daddy.
But we talking about a man who likes underage women.
And you being an underage woman at a point
So
in
is it
time,
okay for
I
older
would
women
think to
get younger men to be cougars and stuff like that? Because it's plenty
There's a
of
difference between being a
No.
cougar or an underage male and a woman. That's a no.
teenage boy, no.
No.
Well, that's
A
what I'm
teenage boy, no.
No.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's not
An
a milk.
adult man.
If I'm 19 years old and I run into a 40-year-old,
Well, honey,
that's a milk.
Well, and that's what I'm
Right?
saying. What do you
If
think?
I'm 16-year-old and I run into a
That's
when
bogus.
you what when
She
it,
wild.
and it is
That's what
and
he
it
is.
is. But
R.
let me
Kelly
tell
was
you,
sleeping with 14 to 50
when you are on
What
set,
that got to do
that's-
with you liking
Because
that's
the
who's there.
music and music
like
comes from
and,
somewhere.
and it's unfortunate because
If you were to write
I'm
a
telling
book,
you, like
it's
what I
going
have
to come from
seen.
somewhere. You have to be
Because
able
a lot of
listen
times we will
to get it out.
look and we will
You
think,
take-
oh, that person's older.
So what
on
book
set,
would you write that you wouldn't
and
be?
they're
it
not.
would not personally
Like
relate.
you wouldn't know that.
people
Like
write books all the
the person who plays this 30, you know what I'm saying, this 30-year-old or whatever, or this 16-year-old,
So your
or they're on set and they're playing
imagination is full
16
of
and they're actually
life
27, or they're playing 27
are.
and they're
If
16
you've ever
and
read-
they're 18 because they look grown. It's
what is it? I wanna make sure,
it's a
was it
very thin
forwards?
line, and
And,
they
what
have
they
the
call it at
ways
the
that
beginning of the
they
book?
feel are acceptable because they're there.
I
So
know
when
my
you're
book
in
kicked
that
the figure out.
realm,
Anyway,
and
where they do
these
a whole
people are
explanation of
telling
the
you
book,
that this is how
many
we
times you'll
operate.
see, well, I pulled this from my
You know what I'm saying?
childhood.
Like that's
I
how
pulled
they
that.
operate over there.
Or I
You
pulled-
have to be a whole nother person
But it's
and stronger
so-
than that.
But my
you know what
only,
I'm
Just
saying?
my
because
only
you was
rebuttal to
molested,
that,
that's
Do
no
that.
excuse.
I
I was molested. I said it on the show multiple times.
Like it definitely it take a very strong character to fight against the wave on stuff
I don't
like
think
that.
you
Like
will.
I see what you're saying. He should have been stronger.
All played a role in that.
Hold on.
All of them.
Okay.
So they all should be going. It
I
ain't the
agree.
fact that he in there by this the fact that he in there by himself, because they all should have went from the mother on down.
I agree.
Yeah, because as another grown
That's
man.
deflecting.
Well,
No,
That
it's
is.
not.
Deflecting.
But if you see
Deflecting like a
a young
motherfucker.
girl come in here and you know
That's
she gonna go
deflecting,
right,
bro.
but you should get in trouble and Ryan should get
Am
in
I
trouble.
tripping?
No.
So listen.
No, it's
hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. This
Get
is why it's
everybody.
deflecting. I'm R. Kelly.
Okay.
That's so hard to say.
Okay.
Y'all work for me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Right. This is the father of a girl that I want,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay. Here's what we're saying. Y'all went to him and said, "Run your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
R. Kelly gonna pay you." He says, "Okay, cool. I give y'all the cash. Y'all pay him. The child come to me." Right. So all of us are in agreement.
Yep.
He should go to jail. You should go to
That's
jail.
the way they do it on Next
You should
48.
go to jail, and I should go to jail. Right.
That's what they do it on Next
Here's
48.
what a deflect is. Y'all didn't go to jail. That's messed up. I went to jail because I still did it. So how are you supporting me because I still did it? What does your actions have to do with me going to jail because I still did it? So even if I took the fall for y'all, right? Or they didn't have enough evidence on y'all for whatever reason, y'all didn't go to jail, and they didn't prosecute him for whatever reason, he didn't go to jail. Regardless, I still did it. I'm R. Kelly.
Yeah. We're
So
not
how?
disagreeing with that.
So we say it's a deflection because you guys have said multiple times everybody should go to jail as an answer.
I don't give a fuck about everybody else. Everybody
As
else
they
want
should.
fucking them kids.
You should go to jail. They should go to jail.
they probably
I should go to
should,
jail.
but
No, there's ain't no
Fuck all
probably.
that.
No, there's no
Why you want to hear
probably.
about them?
There's no probably.
Damn,
Because
I don't give a
it's-
fuck
it's
about
a-
none
we're-
of
But R.
them.
Kelly, regardless.
Because here's my thing. Because even if somebody has a tendency for something, even if that's how they feel that they want to do, there's access. Everybody that want to rape somebody can't rape somebody. Everybody that want to shoot a gun can't rape. You know what I'm saying? Can't shoot a gun. There's access
Right.
for some things. You know what I'm saying? Like there's literally access. Just because he want to sleep with this girl don't mean he can unless somebody gives him access sometimes. Just because
but that
sometimes
wasn't
just
the
because he's
case.
R. Kelly.
Man, that
No,
wasn't the
just
case,
because you
bro.
are Kelly, sometimes don't mean you're gonna get it. Sometimes you might have had to pay, or you got to talk to such and such because of whoever this girl was. Because these wasn't all low level girls. Some of these was.
I think we're gonna
some
have to
other
lead
girls.
this to agree to disagree.
So it's just a.
I think that's the best way
We
to
don't
leave
have
it.
to, bro. Because people
I
just
think
people
everybody. I'm
beat
not
and-
saying he
and
don't.
stop
I'm
being
saying
friends for way
everybody.
worse.
Right. So it ain't no problem.
but I
No,
know
there ain't
what
nobody
I'm
here.
saying.
There. Yeah.
You know, no, but I'm saying like just in life,
Yeah.
people can get to arguing about something petty. I ain't fucking with that bitch no more. He can fuck with little girls, they still supporting him. I don't get it, bro.
So look, I got a question for you. For you. Who do you think should play me in my life movie?
Who should play you?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who should play him in my life movie?
Shit, me, nigga.
You ain't played in my life
Yes,
movie.
I am, bro. Fuck you talking
Nah,
about?
I need you to direct your person.
I'm in there.
Shit's her words, not yours, fool.
Me. I'm playing him.
Lil Duval.
Ooh, I like it. I ain't gonna lie, I like it.
Thinking Lil Duval over here. You, right?
She gonna keep looking at my belly in the front, the side.
I gotta think of how you be.
Yeah, I'm a lot.
I'm thinking DJ Khaled.
We the best. God did. God did.
Khaled be
We
everywhere.
taking over.
One city at a motherfucking time. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Snot came out my nose. I like
Young
something
Ryan
like
would be
I can see it.
Drewski for sure.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
how was something else?
Yes.
Where can we find you on social media again?
A Black Alice and everything.
Everything. Facebook,
Twitter,
Twitter,
Instagram.
Twistagram.
Snapchat.
Let's get it.
Twistagram.
Yeah,
Twistagram.
Snapchat. Yeah, like for the most live updates, you probably want to go to Snapchat because that's right then and there and unedited. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
there's that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cut you down. You got it? You sure?
There's that.
All in show. Take a break.
Yeah. Fuck R. Kelly.
Knew you was gonna do this.